Nurse Delegation Overview. There are 5 conditions for nurse delegation. 1. A licensed registered nurse transfer performance of a task. 2. There are 3 specific tasks that may not be delegated. 3. A delegation covers a specific task for one client. 4. Only qualified nursing assistants can accept a delegation. 5. Delegation can only happen in 4 community settings. The following 4 tasks may not be delegated to you. 1. Injections, other than insulin. 2. Sterile procedures. 3. Maintenance of central lines. 4. Tasks that require nursing adjustment. There are 5 requirements to be qualified to receive a delegation. You must 1. Be a NAR or a NACI current and in good standing in the Washington state. 2. Have completed the educational requirements for delegation. 3. Be willing to perform the specific task to be delegated. 4. Demonstrate your competence to perform the specific tasks to be delegated correctly and without direct supervision to the delegating RN. There are 4 settings in which delegation can occur. 1. Certified community residential programs for the developmentally disabled. 2. Licensed adult family homes. 3. Licensed assisted living facilities. 4. In client's home. In the delegation process, there are 5 key roles that you should understand. The role of the 1. Client. 2. Delegating RN. 3. Nursing assistant. 4. Case manager. 5. Home care agency supervisor or facility administrator. The client or her representative must give consent for nurse delegation. The RN has 5 main areas of responsibility in delegation. 1. Assessing the client and evaluating the appropriateness of the delegation. 2. Obtaining written informed consent from the client or authorized representative for the delegation process. 3. Delegating the task. 4. Supervising the delegation. 5. Rescinding, canceling, the delegation. There are 4 primary actions you are responsible for in a delegation. 1. Perform the delegation task according to the specific instructions of the RN. 2. Observing the client for potential side effects from medications, negative reactions to procedures, complications from diseases. 3. Reporting changes in your client's condition promptly to the delegating RN. 4. Reporting new or changed medications or treatments. 5. Renewing your registration or certification on time so you can legally perform delegated task. It is the case manager's responsibility to identify the need for nurse delegation on the client's care plan. Assist a client in finding a qualified nurse delegation provider. Make a referral to a contracted RN or nurse delegation provider. Authorize payment to the delegating RN. The home care agency is responsible for deciding whether an agency will provide nurse delegation. Scheduling qualified caregiver to meet clients' needs. Supervising the personal care duties. Ensuring there is a backup worker for client care. It is the employer/administrator's responsibility to ensure all legal requirements are met. Set the policies and procedures for the facility. You are not required to accept delegated tasks. You can refuse if you feel the client's safety is at risk or that you are not competent to perform the task. There are 3 people involved in the delegation who must agree to it: the RN, the client or authorized representative, and you. Injections, other than insulin, sterile procedures, and central line maintenance cannot be delegated to you. The RN must evaluate the delegation periodically. Nurse delegation tasks are only for one client. You cannot perform a delegated task for another client unless you are specifically delegated to do that task for that client.